Welcome back, Nerd Squad. My name is Rory Destroya, and this is Top 10 Nerd. The protagonist of the Watchmen series, Walter Kovacs, aka Rorschach, has made a comeback in his very new series, the Doomsday Clock. So if you are just picking up Watchmen for the first time, or are on your Doomsday Clock journey already, this video will have some cool things for you. So let's take a look at the top 10 Rorschach surprising facts. In the number 10 spot, we have his original design. Artist Dave Gibbons was in charge of the Rorschach prototype. So originally, he wanted the character to don his signature ink blots all over his body, not just being limited to the face. He had some differences, such as a blue, kind of Prince-like trench coat and red gloves. He was also Gibbons' favorite character to draw due to the supposedly simple design. Coming in at number 9 is who he is based on. Just like most comic characters, Rorschach pulled inspiration from pre-existing characters. The characters in this case were the Question from DC and Mr. A, both creations of Steve Ditko. The Question was used more as a design inspiration, while Mr. A was used to inspire Walter's right-leaning personality. Interestingly enough, creator Alan Moore found Steve Ditko's right-wing tendency silly, but also very interesting, which is why he shaped the character after this political attitude. Next at number 8, the Question is a fan of him. Was a fan of him. Question number 17, the Question is actually reading Watchmen, and figures this Rorschach seems like a pretty cool guy. Suddenly, he lives by the question, excuse the pun, what would Rorschach do? And this doesn't lead him to great places. So by the end of the story, when all this has led to him being taken out to the woods to be shot, he proclaims, Rorschach sucks. In the number 7 spot, we have his new partner. Rorschach has a new partner in the Doomsday Clock, and it's not somebody we would have suspected. In this series, he's trading off Night Owl for working with his past enemy, Ozymandias. The relationship isn't exactly friendly, it's rife with tension, but Ozymandias is dying of cancer and has recruited a new Rorschach, the man who killed his great plan to help find Dr. Manhattan and save the world. Coming in at number 6, we got Rorschach. I'm assuming most of you already know who this guy is named after, but if you don't, this is maybe the single-hand most important fact of the video. He is named after Herman Rorschach, a psychologist who invented the Rorschach inkblot test. The test is simple. You are shown various inkblots, and what you see reveals something about your personality or emotional functioning. The character's mask resembles this test and reflects his black and white way of thinking, as well as being left up to some interpretation. Let me know in the comments section, what do you think is the meaning behind the mask? Next up at number 5 is the Doomsday Clock. To understand what the new comic is about, we also have to know what the Doomsday Clock is. The Doomsday Clock was created by the Bulletin of Atomic Scientists to illustrate just how close Earth is to nuclear war. Super cheerful! Since 1947, the clock has moved closer or further away from midnight. The closer it is, the closer disaster is. Some things that influence the clock's position are climate change, international threats, and Donald Trump. Like I said, super cheerful. Up next at number 4, Jude Law could have played him. Jude Law, who is a fan of the Watchmen comics himself, was originally cast as Ozymandias and was even featured in the movie's conceptualization, but had to drop out. But previously, he had expressed some interest in playing Rorschach instead. But in the end, we got Jackie Earle Haley, which was a good thing actually, because the movie wouldn't be overshadowed by one big name cast member in a sea of talented but relatively unknown actors. In the number 3 spot, we have his cameos. If you thought he was limited to the Watchmen series, you are mistaken. Rorschach has actually appeared all over the place. He popped up in the background of Kingdom Come number 2, he appeared in the riot that took place in Astonishing X-Men number 6, and he even got himself a spot in The Simpsons episode Husbands and Knives as a baby on a DVD. So keep an eye out for this guy, you never know where you're gonna see him next. Coming in at number 2 are his new friends. Because we all know that DC can't do without Superman for literally a minute, Supes and Rorschach are meant to cross paths in the Doomsday Clock. And not just Superman, but a variety of other characters from the Rebirth line. But of course, Superman is the show stealer. It'll be interesting to see the crossover of mighty superpowers and unpowered individuals. But I guess you do need the best help you can get when you're tracking down a supreme being. And finally, in the number 1 spot, we got his skin color. Rorschach, or more accurately, the second Rorschach, is black. This is shown when he reveals himself to prisoner Marionette that he is not the same same Rorschach she had a bad encounter with. So this confirms that the previous Rorschach is indeed dead, but the new Rorschach is a hit for diversity points in a predominantly white group of characters. But now the question remains, who is this new Rorschach? So those were the top 10 facts about Rorschach. Let me know in the comment section down below, what do you think the Rorschach mask means? My name is Rory Destroya, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe so you never miss another nerdy list.